afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 18. I bet everybody wasn't expecting an episode tonight, but here we are. I also have a special guest here with me, Mr. TN. He's going to do some reviews on some conspiracies we found, and we're going to talk about them. Mr. TN, say hello to the crowd.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Tonight we're going to see what's going on in the world, so let's get to it.
Y'all, I have a video for you today, and this one, I have no explanation for you. It was literally captured at this witness's place of employment, and it seems to be this weird light infliction or infraction. I don't know. I don't know what's causing this. I don't know what it is. It almost looks like the beginning of a portal, right? And I love the fact that he started getting close to it. And that shadow it casts, I mean, there's so many questions. Take a look at this. Comment below. Tell me what you think.
So to start off, big shout out to paranormallink.com. That video definitely raises a lot of questions. Like, it was at neutrons. There was a shadow. There was it looked like a hologram almost. I mean, I don't even know what to think or how to describe that. As I told you guys, I have a special guest with me tonight, Mr. TN. What are your thoughts for seeing something like that floating around in midair in an alleyway, it looked like?
Yeah, that was crazy. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And the only thing I could think about the whole time the video was playing was there's a buzzing noise in the background. So it makes me wonder if it was some sort of energy or something.
Yeah, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, because like, it's almost like, not to get into stuff, but I've been doing a little research of the stuff that they did in Venezuela, of the way they crippled the military there. And you look at stuff like that, and all of the drones that's been flying up in, I know you've heard about the drones up in, I think it was Jersey, right there by the military base.
Yeah.
And then you get a balloon that floats all the way across the country. And also these space balls. It looks like basically, metallic things. Have you seen those?
No.
That's I have to show you those. But with this right here, this alone, I mean, what more can you say about it than is like, there's no way logically to explain what we just watched, besides that it could be the simple fact that it could have been AI.
Yeah.
Maybe, sure. Okay, somebody put together an AI video like that, but how did it create its shadow? I mean, yeah, AI can do that too, sure. I mean, I always look at things and with the right and left ways of it, and it could have been. I mean, it could have been somebody playing a trick, but somebody invested a lot of money to create a phenomenon that's I don't even know the words to describe it when you say you look at it. It's like looking at you described it best earlier in the video where you were saying it was a portal. I mean, it very well could have been a portal. I mean, what else do you think about it? I mean, do you think that it was just a portal, or?
It could definitely be a portal, but it also almost looks like when you look into a light prism, like the way it's rainbow.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, and the colors and everything that it was doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the way it was almost going up, and at an angle too, looking like it was whooshing around. But again, going back to the point of the matter that you could even see it in the shadows. That's just wild. But that was our first video of the night. We want to talk about it a little bit. Ten, thank you for the input, of course. Thank you for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. First time having a guest, new to me too. So hey, like I told the channel and everybody here, the JJ crew, hey, this is all new to me. I'm doing this all new. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. I hope you guys are enjoying, and on to the next.
In Russia, the 2045 project, they've already took a monkey and transferred its consciousness into a computer. That was done in 2010. In 2016 or 17, it was to transfer a human consciousness into a robot. That's been done. In America, we have DARPA. They have the Avatar project, where they transfer a soldier's consciousness into a field robot, and then the only thing that gets damaged if the robot blows up, the symbiotic link is disconnected through consciousness, but the soldier's obviously not gonna die. And so this has all been done. This is real science being actively used right now. By 2045, they're looking to transfer human consciousness into an actual being, an actual avatar body.
I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
Ever.
Man, that's definitely a lot to take in. I think they're further down the line than we could ever imagine. Just look at the technology that we get, the actual society, you know, the normal people, the people they don't care about, are getting. Imagine what they're doing. There's definitely, TN, I'm going to tell you a little something else as well, too, man, to get into. It kind of ties into what we're talking about here. Do you know that Elon Musk actually has permission from the University of Miami to take people from Alcatraz and put Neuralinks in them, as basically as trackers, and then take them back to the island?
I had not heard of that.
You have not heard of that? Look it up.
No, that's
it's
crazy.
wild. It's wild. It's mind blowing, and it's mind blowing the stuff they do. Like even at our house here, like yeah, there's a form now too. Another thing that's crazy as well is like if you read through it on Netflix, they can actually use your likeness. Like say they like the way your face looks, they can make an AI story about you just by you signing the terms and agreements just to have the app. They can do that to you now.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just mind blowing, and it's so what's so crazy to me is people are so unaware and don't care. You know, I'm sure now that you hear these things, you're probably like, hey, maybe something I should look into. You know what I'm saying? I mean, cause like Sean Ryan, man, a big shout out to him, man. You should check out all our shows. Like, dude, he touches on anything and everything you can think of. I think our military's in a bad position right now. I think AI is going to do a lot of damage, a lot more damage than what you think. You know, there's a dude actually building. This is pretty cool, y'all. I'm telling y'all, and TN on this too. He's building a literal transformer that gets up. He operates it. It's AI, but it gets up and can transform into a car, back into an actual standing robot, and has missiles and shields and guns and all that. Look it up. Look it up. But don't believe me, just look it up. That's the wildest thing I ever seen. Imagine where we'll be 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah, AI is scary to me.
Do you use chat GPT at all? I mean, are you one of the people that use the app a lot, or do you you're more like one of them people that I got it, but I really don't use it type person?
I downloaded it and used it a couple times, but mainly just to play around with it and see what it could do.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you seen these videos where they do the asking the one question like apple banana?
Yeah, like where you trick it like code words.
And then all of them refer you back to the same, and not to get into talk. any type of biblical stuff, but they actually refer you back to a verse in Revelations in the Bible.
I didn't know about that part.
Yes, all of them. Grok, Open Chat GPT, Open AI. I don't know what they are because I personally do not use these things. But yeah, it is absolutely getting wild. And then China, I saw the other day, my friend sent me a shout out to you, my love. You know, I love you, brother. But they have flying sword drones. Imagine how to kill a bunch of people just standing there in one spot. Say you got a ranger crew or squadron out there, and not even getting any of their soldiers hit, just flying in drones. I really believe and think that, and I'm going to ask you your opinion on this too, that we're in a drone war right now, and we don't even realize it.
Yeah, I saw a video where it was a drone about the size of like a computer mouse, and they flew it into a dummy, and it had C4 in it, and just blew the dummy completely to pieces. So there's definitely, like, wars can be won with just drones.
Just drones. Yeah, and what they did, I can't think of the bomb. I'm not military, and I have no specialities in military, so I just know what I know from what I learned from my friends that did serve. And while y'all are out there, thank y'all for y'all service, and thank y'all for giving me the time of day to answer my questions when I call y'all and ask y'all for help with things. It's a true blessing. Yeah, you know who you are. You know I don't tell names on here. But man, yeah, it's wild. Like they actually dropped some kind of bomb that made 200 soldiers. Now we went in with 20 troops. Think about this. They went in. They had a naval ship. They jammed the radars like instantly with this bomb. Made all the troops sick where they were throwing up blood. And then they had 3. It was either Apache or Blackhawks. I'm not sure. But hitting them with lasers, keeping them sick. Our troops basically walked in, stepped over to them because they were so sick, and from the, hitting with the lasers and everything, grabbed the leader of Venezuela and carried him out.
Wow.
That's just what they showed us. That's just probably like a glimpse of what they do have. It's insane. It really is. But folks, a lot of talk on that one. Big talk on that. AI is a big deal with a lot of things right now. A lot of things going on with AI. And me personally, I'm not a big fan of it. But I respect you if you are. But be careful what you wish for.
Okay, I have something, and it's so deep, and I was debating on talking about it because of how deep and how kind of wacky it gets.
Okay.
But it is also very intriguing.
Give us, what is it about? Teaser.
I'll just say the name of it.
Okay.
The Cult of the Black Cube. Better known as the Saturn Death Cult.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I like the first one better.
It goes so deep, and you could say since the dawn of man. And so I've been trying to figure out like how to talk about it.
Yeah.
But basically, it's this theory that the global elite worships the dark side of the planet Saturn and uses occult symbols in modern institutions, and it's been going on since basically creation.
Yeah.
So like it's basically started with the fallen angels, and it all revolves around the god Saturn. And I apologize to people that are very well versed in Greek mythology and stuff, but what I saw was the god Saturn. One attribute of him is that he gave birth to all these titans, basically, and he became jealous of them that they would try to overthrow him. So he ate all of them.
Cool.
But this god Saturn is also the god Baal, the god Molech.
Oh gosh.
And is prevalent in basically every ancient and modern satanic, all this stuff. So like the planet
So
Saturn.
Saturn is Satan.
Saturn is Satan.
Basically,
They
yeah.
think it
Yeah.
translates from
Yeah.
Satan,
Got it.
or vice versa. And like one thing was like the what do you call it? Is it the Capricorn? The astrology Capricorn?
Yeah.
Which is the primary thing in that is Saturn, which is a goat. And it's like this whole weird connection. But the black cube, I'm like, where's the black cube come into this? There's like this dark spot on the top of Saturn that is in the shape of a hexagon. And if you take the hexagon, which is a 2-dimensional shape, and you make it a 3-dimensional, it makes a cube. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. But then the whole thought of it is that the god Saturn is the god of time, is the god of materialism, the god of death, enslavement.
Yeah.
And what was crazy is this whole concept of the cult of the black cube.
Well, on this one, definitely a lot to take in. Look, Moloch, Baal, all these people they talk about, they're all in the Old Testament. They're all the same person. And we all know who they are. Me and my friend TM will be talking about this at a future date also, but right now we're going to discuss this situation. There's a lot of people that worship Saturn, or Satan if you want to call it that way, but we're going to be PG and say Saturn. Okay, and we have all these cults of them too, and they do all kind of weird rituals and all kind of weird things that most of us can't even comprehend. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird cults out there.
Yeah, and some of the crazy stuff they do. Like, say, I've read up on some of these cults, like they do blood sacrifices, they kill people at certain ages. How much I believe it is maybe, I don't know, 40, 60, the adrenochrome thing of taking the fear out of children, like out of their blood and drinking it causes some type of high. Do I believe it? It's a conspiracy theory. It's something we look into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like you like to look into certain things and you look into them and, you know, you come to your own conclusion on it. But what do you think about Saturn? What's your thoughts? Do you think that it could be Satan?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is there's definitely people out there that worship Saturn, and they admit to it openly. And it just makes me think about all the stuff coming out right now about Epstein. And if they openly admit to all that, I don't think it's too far-fetched to assume the adrenochrome thing could be true as well.
Agreed, and by no means getting biblical or anything, but basically God told Satan he had to tell us the truth before he did something. Here recently, I'm about to be 43 years old. I have never seen it so publicly satanic as it is today. Like, you go to a concert these days, unless you're going to watch like a good rock band or something like that, like Lady Gaga for a prime example. You go watch her, and it's just nothing but satanic ritual, the whole video, the whole show. People leave for it. I know this gay guy that we watch almost every day that does kind of like an Entertainment Tonight kind of show. Stuff my mom used to watch. Does a good job, man. Shout out to Sloan, by the way. Great, I love your work, man. He even felt uncomfortable at that concert. He even felt uncomfortable. I was up in the Gatlinburg not too long ago, man, and I really wanted to go in this one place. I mean, we talked about this before. I respect where you stand and where you're at in life and what you're going through and what you're looking for and all that. But one thing that really burned me, you know, I'm a follower of Christ. One thing that really burned me, man, was they had a passage out of Matthew in front of one of those sacred places or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It tells us in Deuteronomy, you stay away from these things, and I almost felt like they were mocking my God. Why? I'm not mocking what you're doing. Why would you mock my faith? You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to get into this faith thing. But on these Saturn cults and stuff, man, they are like growing in numbers. They are. People are starting to believe things that. Where's the proof? I mean, where's the proof? What do you think? What do you think about these cults besides that? The proof, saying that, where's the proof? What do you think about that?
I don't know, because I don't really see that. There's really no proof other than what they tell us.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's how, and it's that way with a lot of religions. A lot of them. A lot of them's out there like that. Like the Quran's one. I definitely, no offense to anybody that's a Muslim or anything, but I've read the Quran myself, and I don't think it's accurate. That's my opinion. But I don't knock anybody that's a Muslim or that believes in it. You know what I'm saying? I pray for them. I pray that they find their way through it. They do. But yeah, we kind of got on a religious topic, but we're talking about Saturn, Satan, whatever you want to call it. But go ahead and say it, my friend. On to the what? On to the what?
On to the next one?
On to the next one, baby. Let's do it.
The reason that Donald Trump decided to bomb Iran was that the Israelis said, if you don't bomb Iran to take out these deep bunkers, we're going to use nuclear weapons. And they had never threatened that before. And so Trump said, bombing Iran might actually save us from the start of World War III if it keeps the Israelis from using nuclear weapons.
So according to your source, the Israelis told the President of the United States that if he did not use the United States military power to bomb the nuclear facilities in Iran, Israel, acting on its own, would use nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Do you see why there's a problem with that statement, John?
Yeah.
Because they've never fucking admitted that they've had them.
That's right.
So you're telling me that they just admitted to the President of the United States that they have nuclear weapons and we still do not have them in the IAEA treaty?
I mean, if Israeli nuclear whistleblowers are to be believed, yeah, they started working on them in the 50s. They got them around the late 60s or the early 70s.
Big shout out to Doherty, man. He's always got good guests on there and everything. Now, this whole Trump thing that he bombed Iran because Israel said they were going to nuke them. Number one, shouldn't we be shutting Israel down for having nukes that they never told us about? Did we really do this because Israel was going to nuke Iran? Where's the proof at? Where's the receipts? I've heard very little about this. Tim, I mean, what about you? What have you heard about this?
I haven't heard anything either. I want to know who its source is, because if that's true, that would be crazy. Because that would mean Israel has nukes, and not only that, but the fact that they have something on us as well to make us listen to what they say.
Yeah, agreed. And look, by no means I love Israel. All these things are for entertainment purposes. But so, by no means I'm any Semite or anything like that. But look here, like, why are we out there bombing a country that we have no beef with? That's my thing. Is that why are we out here bombing countries? Any of them, Venezuela, you know, now what is it, Greenland? I think, Greenland?
I'm not sure.
But I feel like we're pushing towards a war more than we're trying to keep peace. Even though Trump just did that good thing with the peace treaty that he created. And what's your thoughts on that?
I'm not really familiar with the peace treaty. I'm just sitting here thinking about the fact that wars make money. So I feel like that's another reason why they could be pushing for war.
Yep, I think so too. I think that we're in an economic situation right now that if you look back in history and you look at the 1930s when the big bad Hitler, you know, the one that they call all the white people now, the white Hitlers and all this, that, and the other. By no means I'm any of that. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, is all I am, and T.N.'s is just a damn good person. One of the best people I know, a good friend of mine. He just didn't want to show his face on here, but he wanted to do a show with me. But these things that we're doing right now for Israel and everything else, why don't we just step back and handle our own business? I couldn't tell you since I've been born that we wasn't in some type of war. Some type of war. Let me ask you a question. Do you think, I'm asking you this, do you think World War III started when 9/11 happened?
I've never really looked at it that way, but I also wasn't alive when 9/11 happened.
True. Do you think they were wars we shouldn't have had or put ourselves in for our brothers and sisters in arms?
I don't think we should have fought a war. I think that, I believe that our government did 9/11 and that
inside job.
Yeah, inside job, and they wanted a war for oil.
Sure, absolutely, I agree. And I love Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump, but I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent. For all y'all that in the comments they want to jump me, jump on down my throat about supporting Donald Trump. Look, I call him out on his mistakes. I call him out on a lot of things. I'm not a big Trump supporter. I support him for certain things, but so a lot of the stuff he's doing right now, I'm not a fan of at all. And I will clearly call it out here just like I would call it out anywhere else. But I feel like we went to Venezuela for the same reasons though. Number one leader in what? Gold. Number one leader in what? Oil. Besides China and Russia. And now we're messing with one of their allies as well. I mean, it's. Do you feel like we're poking at the bear and we shouldn't be poking at?
I mean, I definitely feel like we have stuff that we should be handling on our soil, but we're definitely poking the bear in some places.
Yeah, but my thing is this, like, besides, unless every man, woman, and child, they get guns and everything, if they did some kind of drone invasion or something over here, we'd be in some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this country really understands and sees what could come to this country. I really believe that. I really believe that. I mean, what's your thoughts on
that? Drones are definitely scary. There's like they have the potential to do a lot of damage easily, and then you wouldn't lose lives if you're fighting with drones, like your own lives.
And what's crazy to me is like our education system. Like over in China, man, they're teaching like 4th and 5th graders, you know those guns that turn and you can use a little computer screen on the side to see what's around the corner. They're teaching them how to use those type of guns in 4th and 5th grade up to 6th grade. What are we teaching our kids? My son don't even know how to write in cursive.
Yeah, I was watching a video and it was talking about, it was either in China or Japan, from like until you're 6 or 10 years old, they teach you life skills. You don't learn like what we learn, like math and history and all that. They just teach you how to live.
Right.
And then once you get old enough, then you start learning about everything else.
Right, and as it should be. I mean,
They don't even teach us how to file taxes and none
none-
of that. They
nothing,
just teach
no.
us random stuff.
Yeah,
I
just
feel like.
random stuff that you don't even care about.
And I find it interesting. I've thought about this a lot. If you walk inside of a hospital, if you walk inside of a school, like a government office building, they all look the same.
They do.
They're designed exactly the same.
They do. They all
Prisons?
Prisons, yeah. They all look like prisons. I agree. Walmart too. Same thing. I mean, look at how they have the lines set up now in Walmart. It's almost like Walmarts are the future prisons for the people that don't follow the rules. Because you have the lines where you got to zigzag back and forth. That way they can check each person, go through the line, you scan your code, you're good to go. Yeah. Dude, things are getting to a very messy situation. We're getting into a situation that we won't be able to get ourselves out of if we allow it to happen. But the thing is the good thing is people like you and me and my good friends. Y'all know who y'all are. God bless y'all. Miss y'all. Talk to y'all after I get done with the show. You know, it's gonna affect all of us, dude. We're all gonna get hit so hard we ain't gonna know what hit us. Ain't gonna know what hit us. I got one more show for us tonight, and then we'll have a little commentary at the end, and then we're calling it a night. We're gonna put a good video together for you guys tonight. I think we've done pretty well. What do you think there, TN? You think we did a good job?
Yeah, we definitely watched a couple good videos.
Yeah, definitely. Make them all happy. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. And we're on to the next video.
A conspiracy theory that I 100% believe in is that this weather is being engineered. TikTok, this is just for fun and games, so please don't take this video down. The weather is being engineered, and this just further points that we're in a simulation. I've seen all types of crazy shit, like I've seen it snow, rain, lightning, and thunder all at the same time here in Colorado. Today I was driving down the street, it was 1 degree outside, there was no rain in sight, and I saw 2 rainbows. All the crazy weather that be happening, I definitely believe like it is definitely engineered, and also like all the viruses that are popping up, I feel like the GOV is definitely putting that out there, and that's a form of population control. But those are the 2 theories that I believe, that the GOV is creating these viruses and releasing them onto the people to see what type of effects they got. Probably something huge that they're building in some sort of factory somewhere. They say they closed down Area 51, but I don't believe that either. I feel like, you know, they're experimenting on us, and it shows just by all the sicknesses that are around, all the mental issues and the mental health issues that is going on here in America. Clearly we're in a mental health crisis era. Y'all let me know what theories you guys believe in, that you know you feel strongly about, that you already know some shit is up.
Alright, to answer your questions, here we go. Alright, first one, they definitely been manipulating the weather. I've been saying it since 07. TN, what do you think about that one?
I 100% agree with you. My dad believes in it, and he tells me about it all the time. And he tells me about something called cloud seeding, where basically they literally just put stuff in the air. And he says they put metals in the air.
Yeah,
and then they use towers to like magnetize it and move it around.
Yeah, it's barium, strontium, and aluminum. There's a guy that's actually doing it now. What he's doing is, like, the days they spray heavy, he goes to a sauna and sweats, and then goes and gets that sweat tested. And then the days that they don't spray as much, he goes and gets his sweat tested, and his micrograms or whatever it is, I ain't no scientists or nothing like that. It's like 10 times lower than what it is. But then one day they spray, it's like supposed to be unlivable fucking excuse my language, amounts of barium, strontium, and aluminum in their bodies. I mean, and this is affecting everyone. You're breathing this stuff in every day, and yeah, it's funny. It's funny to me, man. Like, almost 20 years ago, people were laughing at me, calling me crazy, saying I didn't know what I was talking about. I was just some conspiracy theorist, and now here we are in 2026, and it's proven. You can even look up the website Rainmaker, and he'll come drop seeds to make you have better plants and more food. You can look this guy up. No joke. So what do you think about that? That's another thing. Hold on before. Sorry, TN, to cut you off on that one. But just like what happened in Texas this year, right? Remember, he seeded 4 counties southwest of where those major floods happened in Texas. You remember that? Mm-hmm. The wind was going exactly for those cities, but you haven't heard a hide or a hair of him since all that went down. I mean, he might make 1 or 2 public appearances or whatever, but not many. He won't at all because of that, you know. And the cloud seeding is definitely one. The viruses, yeah, I believe they're definitely hitting us with different types of viruses. Look at something funny. Look up the gay bomb of the 70s. They invented crystal meth and then introduced it to the public, and then made it a crime to have it, where they could make money off of it. That's what it's about to all of them, is making money. But this cloud seeding thing is not good for all of us. It's definitely a way of population control, and they are using it. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. What was the storm that happened not that long ago? I believe it was in North Carolina or somewhere around there.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. The one that flooded all the valleys and everything.
Yeah, because I heard a conspiracy about that one as well, that they did that on purpose to take the land.
Yeah.
To use it for lithium, was it?
It was the lithium that was there, that they wouldn't sell it to them. They wouldn't sell them the land because it had been in their family for so many years. So now, government just went in there would do what they do best. They went and, you know, flooded it out.
There was even a video of FEMA. They were flying a helicopter over a place where they were helping people, and the helicopter just completely destroyed everything. So they weren't even helping. They wanted it to seem like that.
Yep. Things are a lot darker in this world that people realize, and you know, that's a mission of mine. It's just that, look, you want to be evil, by all means. I don't knock you for it. That's your choice. That's why God gives you free will. But don't bring it upon my house. Don't bring it upon my friends or my family. I don't care for it. I respect what your views, but I don't agree with them. I don't have to. But all this cloud seeding and all these pedophiles and all this stuff that's being exposed right now, like, you know, like people like Donald Trump, Oprah, the Kardashians, these people don't have to pay a single dime in taxes. And if they pay taxes, they could help so many people with that battle addiction, so many people that are homeless, so many people that need help in other areas. But they don't. They tax the small man to death. You gotta pay this amount of money. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And you know it's exactly that way.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Everything you do, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah, everything you do. But they don't. They can walk around happily and not have to worry about it one day of their life. They don't. Yeah, some wild videos night, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You ready for the next show next time?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm glad you came in tonight and spent the time. I know we had little hiccups, but we handled them, didn't we?
Yeah, we handled them. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. 10. My pleasure, my friend. I'll have you on anytime you want to come on.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yeah, most definitely. Have a good night.